can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know.
What's going on, guys? Today we take a look at my top NFT tools. Now there are plenty of NFT tools out there now and I haven't used them all, but there are some free ones and some really expensive ones. So I am showing you the tools that I like to use and the reasons why. We're going to start with the more analytical tools and then we're going to move on to sort of trait sniping and utility tools. And then eventually I'm going to show you tools that will help out with gas and sort of minting and stuff like that. Remember, a lot of these tools have a free version, so I highly recommend trying out the free versions before you need to move on to the premium version. Jumping straight in with Icy Tools. So Icy Tools is a tool I have used for absolutely ages, but I've only just started using the premium version. Now, the premium version is very good because it allows you to change the period of time all the way down to 1 minute. Now, if you have a multiple monitor setup, I would suggest leaving one analytical tool on a very small time period, like 1 minute, constantly. I myself use Moby, but if I was only using Icy Tools, I would leave it like that. I find because I tab this one in and out, I will leave it on about 30 minutes because it allows me to see if the sales and the pump is sustainable or whether or not it was just sort of like a freak pump where someone's done a mop up on Genie and then it's kind of died out. I feel like personally, if you have it on 5 or 15 minutes and then you ape into a project because it's gone green and there's quite a lot of sales, you can see here 289 sales in 15 minutes. That's insane. So if you see something like 57 sales in 15 minutes and then you buy into that, in 15 minutes time, that might be red. It might be minus 50. You might buy in at 0.3, which was the floor about then. And then half an hour later, the floor could be 0.25. So you need to make sure that that pump is sustainable if you're going to ape in. So if you click on any of the collections, it'll take you to this page where you can go straight to the official website, Etherscan, so that you can see the smart contract, you can see how many are minting, you can see floor price, you can see how many transactions, or OpenSea, where you can just have a look straight at the floor price there. Obviously, OpenSea over the last couple of weeks has been, well, the whole of January really, since a lot of people have been coming into the space. You can't always rely on OpenSea to give you the most accurate data. So you probably do want to keep an eye on analytical tools and also the smart contract and Etherscan as well. And this will take us straight to OpenSea. Back on Icy Tools, other things that I really like to do. So if we have a look at this project here, you can see here over 1 day, and I can narrow this down to 4 hours, and we get a really nice trend of what the floor price has been. So it allows you to actually, if you're looking at a project and you know it's pumping, pick a decent dip to get in before a predicted pump again. It also allows you to see top sellers and top buyers as well. I find this data very, very reassuring when I'm looking to ape into projects. I don't like buying in up here. If I see it coming down there, but I know that there's sort of utility or artwork behind the project and I know that it's going to do well, or maybe the hour of the day, maybe Asia and America are asleep, but the UK is up, I would like to buy in around here. That's the sweet spot. And you can see their top buyers, they've got in there, they've got in there, and they've got in there. And you see the top sellers, quite funny, they're selling down here and they're selling there as well. Realistically, top sellers, you know, it's a bit of guesswork as well. And understanding the analytical data that you have in front of you, sellers you'd want to see around there, buy back in there, because that is a difference of 0.4 ETH, which if you're buying 4 or 5 of them, that's 2 ETH profit that you've made quite quickly, obviously minus with your fees. Another thing that I really like about Icy Tools is the watch as well. So you can set up all of your whale watching stuff. I've just been toying around and setting one up here. And I'll tell you how I found these whales. Now, obviously, there's a lot of whales wallets that people always watch, but this is what I personally like to do. If we go into a project that's been out for a while, let's find one that would be good. Say Capsule House, for instance. Icy Tools allows me to check down here. So I can check the charts like I just showed you guys. There's activity as well. So it shows you all of the sales, what price they were, how quick. Great information to have. It shows you the tokens, so you can actually see the NFTs as well. And then you can search by wallet, so you can see what NFTs people have got, which is really cool. It shows you the holders as well, so you can see actual distribution of the NFTs. But this is my favorite feature, I think, of the whole of Icy, and I'm not sure if it is on other tools, but I love this feature. You can see who made the most profit on this project. So we can see that this guy here made 254 ETH. 254 ETH profit on Capsule House. So not only as this guy made fucking loads of money, he's literally tripled the next person. Okay, so this guy obviously knows something, doesn't he? So I can then check his wallet and I can start to see what he's been up to. Now, doing it this way, you'll tend to find whales that aren't on people's actual whale lists, and you'll tend to find people that are active. I did it the other day with Azuki, and it led me to some other projects that I didn't know much about. I aped into them and I'm already at a profit. So I highly recommend this strategy. Obviously, these whales will buy and sell lots of NFTs. They have a lot of Ethereum behind them. So if you have a lower budget, obviously it's not going to be very easy. But who's to say that you don't have to buy 20 or 30 of these NFTs? You just buy one. So you can then add this wallet to your watch list, and you can even set up alerts for when they mint or when they buy NFTs and even sell. You can set up Discord alarms. You can set up text messages. There's not really a lot that you can't set up on Icy Tools. I do really like it. And obviously you've got your gas, your block number there as well, and the lovable night mode. So moving on from Icy Tools then, Moby is a tool that I think all of the main NFT people use. I think it's probably one of the most used tools I know of. So I usually have this running on a monitor on its own with the live feed. And you can see as it goes through the live feed here on Explore, it tells you number of sales in the last hour. So it's giving you loads of sort of like analytical data. So throughout the day, you can have a look and sort of pick and choose what you want to look into. But I usually leave it on mints, and it tells me what's being minted and when. So we can see here over the hour, the main mints are these, but it also tells me individual mints. So if a project pops up and people are just hammering the shit out of it, I will just see that whole thing fill up with the one NFT, and it allows me to act quite fast because it's very, very easy to notice when it's on one monitor in your room, because you will just see going all the way down and you can act instantly. So I would say Moby and Icy Tools, the premium versions, have paid me back dividends within the first couple of weeks of having them, so I highly recommend having them. It does the same for sales as well, but I personally would have mints on one screen so I can see what's minting, and then on my main work monitor, I will have sales. You can also whale watch on Moby, and it has a lot of whales already there for you to pick from, and you can see all of their action, and you can follow them and set up alerts as well. And then you can add whatever wallets you want to there. So other cool things that Moby has then is the ranking. So it shows you the ranking in sales over an hour, similar to how Icy Tools does, but I would say the information on Moby is a lot more accurate. Icy Tools sometimes gives you the wrong floor price and stuff like that. I think Moby has been a lot more accurate for me over the last couple of weeks, for sure. You have a lot of similar features to Icy Tools, and then like I said, you can set up these smart alerts, so you can ping them to your mobile, you can ping them to your Discord, which is really helpful. I haven't set them up, but I've been in Discords that have them, and again, you've got the Ethereum price up here, gas, and then sort of the block number as well. So very similar tools. I would say Moby's probably more accurate. I like using that one for the live mints, and then Icy Tools are more used for the sales and stuff like that. Just mentioning NIFTY River for you free guys out there that don't want to sort of invest in anything. NIFTY River free version is pretty good, I would say. And also if you're using multiple different blockchains, NIFTY River's great as well, because it has Wax, which we do a lot. You've got your Polygon, you've got Phantom, you've got BSC, you got a lot of them. So it's definitely a very user-friendly tool. And if you buy one of their partnered NFTs, then you get access for life. So I just thought I'd mention that one because it makes the digestible information very simple, very in front of you. I think it depends on APIs from OpenSea, so it can be a bit behind. So it's not always the most accurate, but you can see they're updated 3 minutes ago. They've had 240 sales over the hour, 163 buyers. You can see the total volume, the lowest purchase price, average purchase price, and the highest. And I can change that down to 30 minutes as well. I think on the free version, it only goes down to 1 hour. So I do really like this tool. It was one of the first tools I started out on. Again, because it's got the wax feature, I find it really handy. So I usually have that open on a tab, and you can get away with using the free version. I wanted to also mention this tool. It was shown to me by a community member today. This is a really good tool. I haven't had loads of time to dissect it, so I haven't been using it very long. But this allows you to see the supply of delisted and current listed NFTs. Now, I highly recommend, we'll put this in the description, you guys get to grips with this tool. Because as I was talking about earlier, this will allow you to see the difference between listing pressure and buy pressure. So hopefully you don't get caught short holding the bag. So yeah, I haven't spent much time looking into Flips Finance, but I can already tell it's going to be a very highly used tool by me because it is very handy. And if we scroll down here to the rankings, you can see the 24-hour volume, 24-hour sales, the floor price, floor change, how many are listed, how many's been delisted over the day, and the supply listed. I think that is a very, very handy tool. We can see obviously that floor price has come down from Azuki because it was sort of like, I think 16 ETH at one point. So it's come down 10%. There are quite a lot listed. You know, that's nearly 20% of the whole supply, 18%. And we can see over the last day, there's been an extra 304 listed. I think everyone was trying to ride it up to 20 ETH. It didn't happen. So now people are starting to panic and they want to sort of like recuperate some of their investment, because a lot of people were buying in around sort of, 10 to 16 ETH, obviously. Whereas if we scroll down here, we can see this project. So Killer Girlfriend, you can see that the 24-hour change is up 6.29%. We can see that there is a massive amount listed, but we can see that there is 129 less listings than yesterday. So this is a very, very helpful tool. So I would highly recommend that you guys check this out as well. So far, this is the free version as well. I don't even know if there is a paid version. So this is a very powerful tool to have. And it looks like there is a built-in Discord bot as well. So yeah, highly recommend checking this one out. Another one that I know people use is What's Minting Live. So if you don't have Moby Premium, you can just use What's Minting. They do have, I think, an alpha package and a premium package. But the free version, you can see it updates every 5 minutes. You can update every 1 minute, and it shows you exactly what has minted. So again, for you free gang out there, if you're just starting out, there's lots of these tools that you can get away with using for free. I think What's Minting Live is a good tool to use. Now we're going to move on to the sniper and utility tools that will help you up your sniping game on that crucial reveal time. First one we're going to look at is Whale Together. Now, the pre-sale for this starts tomorrow. It's actually not out yet. If there's any left at the public, you can get one for 0.077 Ethereum, which is a pretty reasonable price. There is a 7,777 supply, which is much higher than the other tools. But let's have a look at the demo. I just want you guys to be able to visualize what it does. So there's a OpenSea overlay. Also, it allows you to mint from contract, which is one of my favorite parts of this tool, which they're going to show you in a second. You can also preset your gas as well, because you get a one-click buy button, which will bypass having to sign the transaction when you're buying on OpenSea. So it allows you to snipe with traits. It allows you to snipe fast and also mint from contract straight off the bat, I believe. And in Discord, I know that there's a lot of talks about what other features that they can add. The NFT also allows you access to their alpha Discord. So here's the overlay, like I was saying, it shows you the traits. As soon as they reveal and that metadata is revealed, they should be updated, I'm pretty sure. The NFT also unlocks all the premium features in the Discord and also allows you to get whitelist action as well on their partnered projects. I've been in the Discord a while and they do have quite a few partnered projects as well. So I think if you can get in at public, definitely a very, very good buy at that price. I think anywhere sort of under 0.3 would be a pretty good price. Again, there's a 7,777 supply, but there's more people than that in their Discord, so I should see the floor getting eaten up. There's also Super C, but the floor on it is 3.99 ETH. I have not used it. There is not many. There's only 100 in supply, so obviously that represents why the floor price is so high. You've also got NFT HUD, but the floor price is about 0.8 at the moment. So Whale Together is over double the supply. So I would have thought the floor price would be about half, maybe a bit less. So that's why I think 0.2 to 0.3 is definitely a good purchase price. I think as Whale Together add more utility, obviously you get the whitelist and stuff like that as well. I think that floor price will come up. I think the alpha perks alone are quite valuable. So NFT Sniffer, everybody knows this project. As soon as something's revealed or the metadata is updated, you come here basically. Now I'm just going to refresh to see if they've got any sort of latest projects on here. So if you click on this, it will show you the top 100 per page, and then you can go on what page you want. Obviously you've got the smart contract address there. You can't connect to wallet. I always hate it on these tools when you can't log in with wallet. If you could log in with wallet and see your NFTs like straight away, that would be extremely helpful. I don't know why more people don't do it, but yeah, a lot of people will come here and snipe, and you can see these ones haven't been revealed yet. No one's refreshed the metadata on them, but you can just come here. I can click straight to OpenSea and I can purchase there for 10 ETH if I wanted to. But what this allows people to do is a lot of people will list, they will mint say 4 on mint day, they will list a couple above floor, and then they go about their business. They tend to forget, or maybe they're asleep when the reveal happens, and then their NFT, they might have the, the 22nd rarest NFT in the collection, but it will sell at floor price because people are able to snipe it. So if you're going to sit out reveal, I would always recommend not listing your NFT at all and just wait until that reveal has happened. It happened to me. I had the 13th rarest Lazy Lion. I had it listed for 1 ETH and it sold overnight. My bad. And another one that is worth a mention is Trait Sniper. They also do a overlay for OpenSea, but it is not very accurate. If you are going to use it, you cannot use that on its own when things just start to reveal, because there is always a chance that you sell something extremely rare thinking it is very common, or the other way around, you might buy something really common thinking it's really rare. So be very careful with that. Honorary mentions. Ultrasound money is very good for crypto and for NFTs. This shows you where all of the gas is going. So it will show you where something is minting or being sold. You can use the free version, but it only does 1 day. The paid version, you can go all the way down to 5 minutes. It's worth looking at when you're first starting out to sort of grasp around where all of the gas prices are going and looking for gas spikes. You might be trying to mint something or buying something on OpenSea, whereas the gas is really high, and this will show you why. So we can see here that this NFT, the Atari one, burnt 360 ETH worth of gas. Main gas right now, double in ETH transfers, is OpenSea and Uniswap. When we have extremely high gas for days on end, it's usually because people are panic selling Ethereum and moving into stablecoin, or they are buying loads and loads of these stupid meme coins. So ultrasound.money is definitely worth checking out and putting on your bookmark list. And then finally, last but not least, BLOCKNATIVE. For those of you that don't know, this shows me exactly how much I need to set my gas and priority fee to be able to mint faster than other people. Full disclosure, if you use this on the highest probability, you will be paying higher gas than you need to 90% of the time. But if you want to mint an NFT on mint or purchase an NFT faster than someone else, and you need to know exactly what details you need to filter out that next block, then use BLOCKNATIVE. Essentially, you change your priority fee and your max GUI to this first box here where it says 99 probability. You hit send and it should complete within seconds, pushing anyone else that's trying to mint further back. So in times when you're trying to mint sought after NFTs and there are gas wars, I will always check BLOCKNATIVE. If I see that gas price push really high before the mint starts, I know someone's purchased the whole block and I'm not even going to bother trying to mint. Likewise, if I've hit mint with my gas set and I can see that I have been pushed all the way down here, I can then just quickly edit my gas fee to whatever this top one is, hit send, and I will mint my NFT faster than the person that pushed me out of the block in the first place. So guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, these are my top tools that I use. There are plenty of tools out there. Let us know down below in the comments what your favorite tools are and why. As always, guys, like and subscribe if you haven't, and invest smart.